Alright. Let me go ahead and hit that. Alright. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in VOD viewers, welcome in so-and-so. Realize now that I'm gonna have to... Alright, this here's a challenge run. We're gonna, welcome into the main challenge run I was gonna do whenever or whatever. Anyways. This here's the main challenge run where I'm going to try and beat Morrowind's big head. Tried getting this challenge run done a while ago and never really got around to it.
To the east,
Here we are starting a new game. I'm going to get this
I am watchful. You have been
converted.
chosen.
Wake up.
It's been a while since I've seen the intro as well.
Why are you shaking? Are you okay?
Alright.
Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
So, of course, what we're going to do... Alright. Now that's all out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and look at the class for Big Head in a sec. I know that he's a argonian Pauper. Already got an idea on how we're going to get this set up. I just need to, well, get it set up.
Not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we
Here's
reached Morrowind.
Big Head.
I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Alright, alright. Alright, let me go ahead and get
You finally arrived.
character made up and
From where?
so let's see here. Yeah, that face shouldn't be too hard to copy. Back here, there's his face. There's his head. Yeah, there's Big Head. And his
I'm
big
sure you'll
ol'
fit
head.
right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
And of course, this stream is being done Twitch and YouTube side. I'm not looking at the YouTube's chat at the moment, but I will in a
You'll
sec.
have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Choice is yours. We're of course going to have to fill out the forms ourselves. And of course, Paupers are a stealth class. They are, their favorite attributes are luck and willpower. Not like these are going to be very useful stats for our build, but, you know, kind of part of the challenge here. So let's see here. And, gonna have to take unarmored. Unarmored's actually going to be somewhat useful as well as stealth. I guess we can try to get past some things, and I guess it is nice that we're going to have speechcraft and mercantile, so we can at least sell some stuff and get some good gold. The short blade is a minor skill, and we're going to main using a short blade. We're not going to really make use of block or blunt. But, they're Pauper skills anyway, so... Nor am I going to make use of hand-to-hand. I just realized. Acrobatics gonna be useful though. Man. Alright. I just realized I'm gonna have to pick a sign. This here's a Pauper. So yeah, this is the class that Hull is and everything. All the different Paupers across Morrowind. Alright. Yeah. So I got that set up there, that set up there. Alright. That
Very
should
good.
work.
The letter that preceded, you mentioned you were born under a certain sign.
Now to get the rest of the setup done. So of course we're going to need a certain sign. And you see, Big Head isn't really born under a sign, isn't he? So we are going to have to pick wisely. I do suppose that we could take... I do suppose we could take the thief sign just because... that's like a good basic, I guess. Tell you what, we'll take tower sign simply because it's only a spell and a power, and we wouldn't have to use any of either of it. Howdy. Hey, welcome in, Flaming. It's been a while. Been a while since you stopped by on the YouTube side. Make more videos. Alright, so let's see. Our endurance and personality are going to be low. Strength and strength is going to be pretty bad. Going to need to get that up. But we have ways to work around that. Intelligence and willpower don't really matter all that much, despite the fact that I favored will. Agility and speed are definitely going to be useful there. Same with luck. And athletics of 15 is really nice. But yeah, that's everything. Perchance. Oh, hey. Hey, welcome in, Flaming. See that you're on the Twitch side as well.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Now, of course, we're going to need to get the setup done, so... first, we're going to grab a little bit of extra gold here. We already have an armor rating of 7. Not bad, not bad. The delay. Yeah, the delay is pretty bad, isn't it? Here, I'm gonna... if I do... that should be good. If I just lean over here, it shouldn't be a lot of echo. Alright. Anyways, we're gonna have to take all the loot around here, so that way we can be nice and prepared to get some gold and get ready to jump over to the shack of, well, my doppelganger. Because of course there's another big head out there. But I'm the real big head, I'll show him. But of course I probably can't really kill him. So I'm going to have to... from my messages. Oh. Can't really kill him, so I'm just gonna have to take the fork from him. Okay, and the echo is gonna be an issue. Alright. Or, wait, there's no echo? Oh, that's right. I'm hearing it double-sided because my phone volume is a little high. Here, if I silence my phone, I won't hear double. So that should work. Alright. We just go ahead and steal everything in here. Because of course we gotta have enough gold just to do our basic stuff, our basic setup, our basic starting. Last tutorial thing. At least in this area. So yeah, that's all cleared up. Alright. Now, of course, we got magic here. I'll just keep water breathing equipped at all times. We can actually use it despite having the fork once we get the fork. We're, of course, going to get our orders in just so it's out of the way. All updates set up. And, of course, we're going to need to find Fargoth right away. Give him his ring. So we can get cheaper prices at a reel.
I have a feeling that you and I are about to become very close.
Alright. Time to run up here. Wait for our fatigue to go back to full. Just to make sure we get the most out of this. Because, yeah, let's see here. We're going to need a intervention scroll. So I can teleport out of here. Or teleport out of the area I'm going to. I'm just going to sell everything else. Because we're not going to make use of any of this equipment. So we may as well just get some gold from it. Yeah, I'll sell that too. Weimar Platter, of course, sets it a little over, so I'm going to forego selling that. Actually, is there anything else I can get equipment-wise? I mean, I guess... Guess I am trying to get his clothing set up. Not really, huh? Alright. We'll get some good gold out of this.
You've piqued my interest. Please, share your thoughts.
Now, of course, going to drop my save here. That's eventually going to be buried in Valor saves. Alright. We're, of course, going to take this quest to get Fargoth's hiding place, but we're not going to give the gold to him. We're just going to grab Fargoth's loot and get out of here. You know, just to get some good gold. We're, of course, going to forego getting the Mentor's Ring because it would require us getting past a ghost, and I can't really fight ghosts or skeletons at the moment because I don't have a damage source. And my stealth is not high enough to be able to get anything, to be able to sneak past ghosts and skeletons. So we're just going to loot everything up here. Just doing our usual little setup. Get the free unarmored XP from this book. More lanterns to sell. Go Gonna wait 12 hours so Fargosh shows up and shows me where his hideout is. So we're just gonna have to wait here. Like actually wait in real time. Look at him down there. We just gave him his ring. He's happy with us. He's going to go find a good safe spot to hide it. He's going to look at the watchtower to try and see if I'm up here, but of course, he can't see that high up. And now he's going to go over there. Now that he's standing there, I can go ahead and wait another 12 hours. And then rappel down this tree. And just run up behind him while he's still trying to sneak away. And just steal from his little stash. Taking the ring for ourselves. And honestly, it's kind of a weak ring. I don't think we're going to use it. I think it's just going to be more gold.
Anytime.
And of course, he's appraising me despite the fact that I just robbed him blind. Alright, let's see here. So I can sell this stuff. And... ooh. Wedding dowry is a little too much. But that should be enough to get some good gold. At least some decent starting gold. 1,500, that's the way I like to see it. And we can go sell the wedding dowry at any other place and get some good gold there. Now, of course, we're going to go have to steal some scrolls from a falling wizard. Then, of course, look at a dead tax collector. I'm going to have to avoid some... ooh, actually, I can't do the dead tax collector's quest quite yet. But, I do have to go steal some scrolls from some falling bozo. You know, do all the stuff that I don't need to attack anyone for. And of course, if I stand directly below him... I love doing that. I love pulling that off every time. I don't want to talk about it. And of course I held him on my head for a second. Okay, time to just consume his corpse. And of course take his little book. We can sell all this stuff ourselves. Yeah, and now I got 3 uses of Icarian Flight, which as you can see increases our acrobatics by 1,000 points for 7 seconds. Very useful for getting around the place. I'm specifically going to use this so I can try and jump from, oh, I don't know, I think the shack is either this one or it's this one. Yeah, so I can jump from somewhere around here up to here. Ooh, I could even jump from somewhere around here up to here and then Civi Intervention back. And that'll be good. And you know, 1,500 gold should be more than enough to just buy all of the stuff I need. Do that. You know, I hate when I get a call on Discord and I try to decline it because I'm currently streaming and it decides to just take me to Discord. I'll just let it go. Alright, well anyways, we're of course going to need to take our Silt Strider down to wherever. Let's see here, so I think it's faster if we go to Vivek first, and then take the boat down here. Because we can take this boat up to Degenfell or whatever it's the place is. I know there's a place that's over here. I know it's by boat you can go there. It's north of the Telvanni region. Let's see here, so Law Ode, that's pretty far away, so that's not it though. Tulbernora, yeah, Tulbernora is pretty far along.
Make it quick, Outlander.
That's all the way down here. Sadrith Mora is pretty far. That takes us all the way over here. And then it is Degenfell. Yeah. That's all the way over here. Now, excuse me for a moment. I'm going to have to fix this up. I'm going to... Dude, I am streaming right now. Dude, I am streaming right now. What? Yeah. Just now did what? No, I've just been ringing and I was trying to get to a place where I can put the stream on hold for a second. Like, why are you... Yeah, when I started... I'll talk to you after stream. Alright, I'm back. I got a cousin who likes to play BG3, and he was trying to bug me despite the fact that I'm streaming. That's fine, we'll play it after stream. Anyways, now of course we're out here. I'm just gonna rest so it just drops an autosave out here. And we're gonna have to try and jump all the way over to this island. I think it has to be this island. I remember it being the far out island. I know I could look up a guide, but you know, I think it's fun if we take a chance, take a leap. You know, I think we, low enough on carry weight, we should be able to easily just say, if I do crab walking, like side walking like this, I get further flight, so I can just... Okay, good to know that Civian Intervention takes us to Old Rune. Alright, cool. Let's see here. So, we need to get over here using Icarian Flight, not Civian Intervention. I equipped the wrong spell. Alright, let's see here. Here in the Sheogorad region, this place is of course extremely dangerous. Covered in cliff racers and rats and everything. As you can see. So we're just going to take a quick little jump here. Hopefully we land out in the ocean. And hopefully not that far of an overshoot from the island. Damn. Okay, well, as long as we can get there without being eaten by slaughterfish, it should be good. And man, I jumped really far, didn't I? Probably could have done a standing leap from Dagon Fell and probably could have reached it. Oh well. We're going to be making our way to Big Head Island though, because gotta get there. Gotta get the fork that's there. Does seem like there's somewhat of solid ground we can stand on here. There we go. Let's see here. If I look at an angle, I can see some spires that way. I can see that Big Head Island is just over this way. If I equip another Icarian Flight... I'm about to overshoot Big Head Island. Okay. I just overshot Big Head Island. Land in the water. Thank you. Now, I need to make my way over here without being killed by slaughterfish. Which is a task usually easier said than done. But I am very hopeful now. And there's a cliff racer currently flying overhead. There are too many enemies nearby. We're gonna have to just wing it. Because let's see here. I do sincerely believe that this far out island is in fact Big Head Island. And that the shack should be somewhere in the center part of this island. Where all of the cliff racers want to peg me to death. It looks like it's right here. This is 100% it. I remember this shack. Oh god. Get inside. That's Big Head Shack.
Questions again.
Yes.
So strange this place.
I have
far
met...
from the marsh.
I have found my doppelganger. Now, of course, I'm going to take on the appearance. My pants need to be of a darker complexion, but other than that, we now have our main source of damage, the Fork of Horripilation. This fork does 2 to 3 thrust damage, and holding it drains your magicka by 200 points. However, it is actually possible to still cast spells with this fork. All you have to do is simply rest long enough for your magicka to come back. And now, we're here in Old Rune. Or, oh, this is Nisus. Yeah, we're here in Nisus. Okay, that's not too far. And we can just Silt Strider back to Valmora. Or we can even Silt Strider all the way to Satanine and finish up the rest of this stuff, because it just so happens that the Fork of Horripilation is in fact enchanted, so we can actually kill ghosts with this.
Why walk when you can ride?
So here, we're actually going to go back to Satanine. We're going to finish
Where
up
would
the
you like
rest
to
of
go?
our starting quests. Now, of course, you may notice that I still don't have any magicka. And you may think, oh, well, that's the drain 200 points, so my magicka is 200 in the dirt. But, it only drains it by 200 points, and you can still rest it back even though it's drained. Unless they, fixed a bit of an exploit that you can pull. Though I don't think they would have. This game doesn't exactly get updates, you know? I mean, I've seen this game get updates, which is interesting, but, you know, it's kind of an old Bethesda game. It ain't going to get updates. Especially updates that fix bugs. So here, if I rest until fully healed, 7 hours will pass. And if I rest until fully healed, 7 hours will pass. And then if I rest until fully healed, 7 hours will pass. And you see I have magicka again. 33. And if I rest until fully healed, I have my full set of magicka back, despite the fact that I'm carrying a weapon that drains my magicka by 200 points. Now, of course, at any point, if I need more magicka, I could, in a pinch, unequip the fork and undrain my magicka, essentially. So it is kind of like a net negative that's set on my magicka, but not really. And now, of course, I'm going to wait until it's closer to daytime, because I would like to see. And let's go ahead and get the rest of our setup stuff done. I mean, hey, we're doing some pretty good work here. I just need to get the correct pants on and pretty much set. Here, I'm just going to take a little shortcut. And we're just going to... Wow, we're only half a minute... we're only half an hour in. Gonna sell the rest of this gear here. So yeah, we're going to sell the spark sword, sell the clothing, Journal of Tarheel. We still have a scroll of Icarian flight. Honestly, I don't feel like using the scroll too much. I feel like it served its purpose. And now I'm just focused on getting some more gold. And of course, I am allowing myself to use spells. I just cannot damage people with spells. So for example, I could in theory get myself a Hearth Heal here and start using some healing magic and train on my restoration skill. Even though I don't really have any magical skills. But I could in theory start training. Well, anywho, time to get the rest of our shenanigans done here. And of course, furthermore, test how strong the fork actually is. Because, I mean, this fork does do a little more damage than you would really think. In fact, I think the only weapon that does less damage than this is the Rusty Dagger. Though there is another downside to this weapon. It has a condition of 400. Which is not a very high durability. This weapon breaks way too quickly. Though we can still test out how strong it actually is. And I mean, we only carry up to 3 pounds with our full setup. I mean, yeah. Alright. I mean, yeah, we could test this against a mud crab. I mean, it is our source of damage. Really our only source of damage, but, you know. A source of damage nonetheless. And I mean, yeah, that's not bad. Really, light thrusts and heavy thrusts aren't all that different, and as you can see, just from killing this one mud crab, our condition is already divoted a significant portion. It's 382 out of 400 now. So that's, like, pretty bad. That's a full-blown 18 points of damage to the fork. And of course it costs a good bit of fatigue just trying to swing this thing around. But of course stabbing these mud crabs should also get us some good experience. And, you know what, here, we're going to run around and train up our short blade skill. And yeah, look at that, 349 just from killing 2 mud crabs. Good lord. And it is already day 5 because we traveled to Dagon Fell. And yeah, it does look like I'm going to need to carry around repair hammers. And more importantly, Sujama. So yeah, I may have to train my repair skill a good bit, my armor skill. And I'm not too sure how good, not too sure how well I'll fare in this area. But we're going to give it a shot anyways. Let's see how far we can get through the ancestral tomb of Samaris. Now, of course, critical damage from sneak attacks wouldn't be that much higher since we only do like a maximum of 3 damage. Though, I mean, percentages are a real crazy thing. Oh boy. This ghost, this singular ghost, is already starting to pose a threat to our setup here. But with some trial and error, I mean, the fact that the fork is enchanted does mean I can, in theory, kill this ghost. The problem lies with the fact that my skill isn't all that high. And there's a bone walker in there. And I'm already dead. So, Mentor's Ring is currently off limits. Because I don't think we can kill a ghost with this fork. Quite yet. And of course, since we're killing things with a fork, it's like we're trying to eat things. And man, we truly do look mad, do we? Look at this. Like, imagine this coming up to your house at 3 a.m. More food for Big Head. Alright. Well, let's go do the tax collector's quest, because hopefully we can take out some tax evader with some efficiency. And hopefully we can take out a maggot and his 2 pet rats with some efficiency. This also seems to function a little bit like the stereotypical Morrowind noob setup. Where you have a basic dagger and you're trying to kill stuff and it does nothing. Only this weapon does even less damage than a chitin dagger. I would actually be better off using a chitin dagger. Dagger of Judgment, my beloved. But here, I'm gonna eat this rat as well. That's pretty good. I mean, we are doing more damage than the rats are to us, so... yeah. We're at least able to get some work in. Now, of course, this fork is already... you may notice I only killed a few mud crabs and some rats. And this fork is already down to 141 out of 400 in durability. So I need to repair it yesterday. Like... this fork is already starting to become worse off. And here, I'm going to trade out some pants real quick. Because these are definitely closer to big head pants. Not exactly the same pants, but definitely close. Now, of course, we got the tax records. We're going to need to go ahead and get that in so we can actually grab the reap the reward and everything. Because, of course, we're going to... I am going to have to get this fork repaired. So, you know what? Having gold is definitely going to be a necessity. Because we're going to need enough gold for repair hammers, repairs, and furthermore, Sujama. If I can get enough Sujama to just one-shot anyone, I could just basically kill someone with one bite from my fork. So, that would work. First, I'm going to need some repair hammers. Now, Real here has a good 7 repair hammers. Only costs like 110 gold. I could buy it for, I don't know, 90 and 91, 92, 93. And then I can spam repairs and get the fork repaired up with multiple hammers breaking. So as you can see, repair hammers are going to be extremely useful. And there we go. And we currently only have 2 repair hammers. One with 5 uses, the other with 20. And our fork is just barely at full durability. Now, of course, that's with an armorer skill of 5. We're going to be putting points into luck, because luck does affect every action you do in a small way. It's a small bonus to all skills, so if I get more luck, then armorer should go up. Like, my chance of repairing should also, in turn, go up. And does a Real restock hammers? He does not. Okay, I was going to show a trading exploit with a Real here, but it appears as though a Real doesn't restock hammers, so there's no point in trying. Now, of course, I'm going to have to take this tax form to the Census and Exodus agents that we spoke to in the very introduction, right over here. Tell him about the murder. Tell him we found 200 septums. He'll give us 500. And of course I can't leave the same way I came in because that's a lock level 100. So we'll just take the other shortcut over here that I showed earlier. And of course we're going to go get this murderer taken care of so we can grab our 500 septum bounty. So we're just going to talk to you, tell you you're a murdering scumbag, say that's no excuse. And time to stab this guy to death with a fork.
You will die.
And as you can see, I'm doing basically no damage. Oh. But I should be able to... I think if I rest outside, it would restore his health. But if I need to, I can step outside and let my fatigue go back since he is only hand-to-hand. So I'm just going to let my fatigue naturally go back. His health should stay where it was. Hi. How you doing? Having fun yet? And here, we can also repair... At least try to. Oh, there we go. We got up to 6 armor. That should also increase our strength a good bit. So as long as I spam armor... And I guess I could just regular train armor. As much armor as I want by damaging my magic or draining my armor skill by 100 points for a second and whatnot. But I'm not going to allow myself to use even destruction magic. Nor am I going to allow myself to use such exploits. For the simple fact that it wouldn't be fun. But I will be using the step in, step out strategy, because this here just works. As you can see, he's starting to get lucky, getting some punches off. My stamina's too low, I'm just gonna step out. Of course, he's too much of a coward to step out here with me. So yeah, fork is nice and repaired up. I'm already using basically all 7 of the repair hammers that Ariel sold me. So that's something. But I mean, hey, we're making some good progress here. Just kind of sucks that this fork can barely kill starting enemies. But you know, it is what it is. We've got to work with what we got. I mean, this is only the debut of the challenge. I've almost eaten this guy. His health is lower. He's starting to get my fatigue low, though. So I'm going to step out again. This has to be such a terrifying strategy, though. Like, just imagine some lizard man breaking into your house and stabbing you to death with a fork, of all things. Beating him up, bruising him up real nice. He gets tired, he eventually just steps outside, and then steps back in, fully rejuvenated, and starts stabbing you to death some more. Like, that has to be a terror, like... That's definitely banned from the... That's definitely a Geneva Convention violation. At least, you know, just... That's a war crime. Has to be. Being able to use doors in Tamriel like this. Come on. Eat them. Numma 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 numma. Okay. Now, of course, we can hand this ring in at the lighthouse lady for some potions, but honestly, I don't feel like the 2 potions are worth it, and I don't feel like stabbing her to death after getting the potions to get the maximum reward because, well, stabbing that one guy to death was an absolute pain. So yeah. Let's see here. We're already 6 out of 10 on the way to level 2, so we're getting pretty close to level 2 already. And I mean, our unarmored skill is also going up. I feel like I'm gonna allow myself to only use pants, though. Pants and jewelry. For basically this whole run. I will allow myself to use the tools of Kagrenac, though. Specifically for destroying the Heart of Lorkhan. Of course, once I get all these streams uploaded and whatnot, and then I get my mega stream set up, my mega video, then that'll be what it is. Now, of course, oh yeah. You know, here, since I'm here already, I'm gonna sell the ring, sell the book, the ingredients, the tax record, get a little bit of gold back. There we go. 2,000 septums, and we're about to increase that to 2,500. Which should be a pretty good start. And honestly, that should be enough for us to get all the levels I need from training. So yeah, I'm just gonna do base training, like this stuff, without having to, there we go, 500 gold. Without using the cheaper training exploit, the 1 gold training exploit. Because that would just allow me to become a 100 stat man, and honestly I feel like that would completely defeat the purpose of this challenge. And also I didn't allow it for my 0 skill start run, so I'm not going to allow it here either.
Any time now.
Now I'm not going to attack that cave either, so basically the 2 starting dungeons I usually do, I'm going to skip them. Because they may be a little too hard for Big Head. So we're just going to travel over to Balmora.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low.
And I'm going to have to join up with... I guess I could join up with the Mages Guild as well. I'm going to join the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild just for cheaper training. I'm going to probably get some basic healing magic. Just so I can keep myself alive for a little longer in certain fights. I'm of course also going to get the main quest started over here, but I'm not going to go much further because I know that the first dungeon is going to get me absolutely annihilated. So here I'm going to report to Caius Casades, hand him that, get my orders, and he's going to tell me he's going to give me 200 more gold and tell me to do freelance work. So now I have 2,800 septums. That is a very good start. And of course, gold is weightless in this game. It's not like Daggerfall. So I can have as much as I need. And honestly, I'm about to spend a good chunk of it because I'm about to get some good training in. I don't need high fatigue to pass any speech checks for joining the Fighters Guild. So I'm just going to get signed up for cheaper prices, whatnot. And of course, to also get access to this chest, I'm going to take the 10 repair hammers, for the 10 free repair hammers, because those don't weigh that much considering that the only gear I truly need is the fork and the pants, and 10 repair hammers should be more than enough to go by. And honestly, I'm not sure if I want to use potions. I mean, restore health and restore fatigue can be nice, but like, I might use magic to substitute that. And I might want to save the rest of my weight just for Sujamma and Sujamma alone. Now, of course, I can get repairs done here, but I can also get my armor up. So I'm going to train my armor until it starts to become a little less affordable. Of course, I can train my armor up to, I think it's a good 20 before it starts to become crazy. I mean, that's already 100 gold there. $15 armor is miscellaneous, or is basic minor skill. 20 is not bad. As you can see, it's already starting to get close to 200 gold, so I'm going to stop now. 20 armor skill shouldn't be too bad. And I don't think I'm going to get any training in short blade anytime soon, because I'm going to just be using my short blade anyway, so I'm going to get all the training I need just there. I mean, it's already up to 24, which is more than enough to have it be viable. Now, of course, what can I buy and sell with you? I can't really sell anything because I don't have anything. I guess I could do trading exploits with those hammers. So, tell you what, let's train up my personality with this guy. Okay, I'm not gonna take my chances in it. Here, I'm gonna save again. It's like gambling, you know, it's kind of addictive. I already got him up to 73. 83 is really good. $89 is really good. In fact, I might even just use that as my barter setup, because that should be enough for some trading exploit. If I get 8 hammers for only 95 gold, I can sell 17 hammers for, let's see here, I can sell 17 hammers for 250, 249, 248. I can't reset, oh, well, I guess disposition didn't go too far down, did it? Buy 200 hammers for, or 25 hammers for a mere pittance of 200 flat? Let me get it down a little. 200 flat work. 201, 202, 203. 208 works. And as you can see, I'm already able to sell these 25 hammers I just bought for more than I just bought them for. So you can already see where this exploit is about to go. So now he has 50 hammers that I can buy for 480. Alright, let me, if I buy these for 5, I could probably buy them for 500 flat. You see, when you have enough hours in this game, you get a bit of a feel for how the mercantile system works and kind of just where it should be. Like, where the pricings would go to get the most amount of money you can. $100 repair hammers is absolutely ridiculous. That's, of course, going to cost an arm and a leg. That's 1,000 gold, but I can drop that. Nope. Once it starts hitting the thousands, you can start to drop it by the hundreds, and it will still be, like, fine. $2,300. Or here. I think if I hit it right at Nope. Because I don't need that many repair hammers. I can't even afford... There we go. Barely afforded it. But of course, if I keep 20 repair hammers... Actually, here. Alright, there we go. Now, of course, I can buy 200 repair hammers again. My mercantile has just increased. As you can see, I'm able to get a good bit of money each time. I can probably buy a full 300 hammers now. Maybe. And as you can see, that's... Ooh. Wait a minute. If that's already above... I should be able to keep maybe 40 hammers? Yeah, that's not too bad. Here, we'll keep 20. Yeah, 20 hammers should be a good margin. And of course, we can just take his entire stock of gold. And as you can see, we just walked away with 20 hammers. And now we have 3,400 gold, which is more than we had beforehand after we got that training done. And we could even get more training done if we wanted to. Honestly, I don't think we really need a lot of training, because we have access to basically infinite repair hammers and infinite repairs now. Because of course all Paupers get speechcraft and mercantile, which are pretty nice. Now, of course, I want to get more training. I know I want to have something that restores a bit of fatigue and magicka. So, we're going to join the Mages Guild just for some cheaper stuff. And I'm going to get some restoration training and, of course, a good simple healing spell. So let's see here. I know that there's a lot of healing spells in this game. And Balina's Soothing Balm is a nice and cheap healing spell. Does 3 to 12 points per second. Not a very bad spell to have. Nice and cheap. And I can get some training in in restoration. And I just... Here, if I give you hundreds of gold... There we go. That's definitely a bit of a waste, but, should at least save some money for restoration. And I mean, it's not like money is that big of a deal. As long as we have around 1,000, I can get more. And I'm just going to get restoration up to 20. Because that's a nice, well-rounded number. And we do actually have a decent enough willpower that we should be able to cast this healing spell pretty easily. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Soothing Balm is only nice 64% to cast. That's not bad. That's nice and cheap, actually. And oh, great. Yeah, Twitch just decided to have a hiccup, but that's fine. Only the YouTube side would really be affected with that. Yeah. Alright. Now, I do believe we can also get a fatigue increase over here. And this will be how we supplement our fatigue setup. Because I should be able to get a good restore fatigue spell for nice and cheap down here. And of course, it's not like fatigue is going to be that much of a major issue, but it's nice to have. Let's see here. Mark is a nice spell to have, but not like I can really cast it. Now, Cure Paralyzation is honestly a very funny spell. Especially when it's on self. Because, like, you can only cast spells if you're not paralyzed. I want you to think about that for a second. Like, it's a spell that cures paralyzation, but only if you're not paralyzed can you actually cast it to cure your paralyzation. Like, it's a useless spell in on itself. And it's especially useless to get even on enchanted items. Now, if you found a way to get a constant effect cure paralyzation, then that would be a different story. But, you know, that's kind of impossible to achieve. And there we go, restore fatigue spell. The Rest of St. Maris. Not a very bad spell to have. Restores your fatigue for a good bit, for a little long. Heal Companion. Not bad. Not like we're really going to get much else out of that. But these are at least a couple of nice spells just to have. Should allow us to get some better combat in us. We still have some decent gold. Now, of course, I want to get some more gold out of some folks around here. So I do believe we can also do this trading exploit with some of the other merchants around here, get a little more gold. In fact, we can actually do the trading exploit to get the last thing we need, because you see, we got repair hammers. That's basically a good majority of what we need. I'd say 20 repair hammers is more than enough to fully run through a dungeon, or even run through the entirety of Dagoth Ur. Now I'm going to rest here for an hour. And I want to... Oh, bartender walked away, huh? She must know what I'm about to do. So this here's Sujamma. Each bottle costs 30 gold, weighs 3 pounds or 3 units.
Ahead.
So I can carry a decent bit of them since I have 200 carry weight, not bad. Of course we'll get more later on. And each bottle of Sujamma increases your strength by 50 points for a minute, also damaging your intelligence. I'm going to try and get... I'm going to become best friends with this person the other way, I guess. And we're going to see if I can get some gold back. Honestly, bribes...
Our
100
doors
gold
are
bribes
always open.
feel nasty to pull.
Go ahead.
Here, I'm going to just free admire. Because that way I can try and get a higher disposition without having to spend hard-earned cash. But I do want to be good friends with this bartender, because having access to some good Sujama is very nice. And yeah, it does seem like 10 gold is more than... 10 gold should be more than enough to get proper bribes. And I mean, bribes are more successful, but it's like you're spending gold, so... Okay, 76 is a very good number. Not for Fallout games, but very good.
Tell
I
your
will
friends
listen,
about this
Outlander,
place.
but make it quick.
84 is very nice. I think 84 disposition should be more than enough, unless... Ooh! Okay, never mind, I mired and got 94, so... That's our new disposition for the bartender. And, real quick, I'm going to show that you can do this exploit with Sujama as well. But I am going to have to put this stream on pause for a bit, so I'm just going to stand here, absorb the talk, and I'm just going to have to see what my ma needs real quick.
There is someone watching me. I can tell.
There is someone watching me. I can tell. Alright, well anyways, I'm back. I had to take the dog out real quick. Here's our bartender. And as you can see, the bartender has 10 Sujama, because bartenders restock Sujama every time you leave the trading menu. And we can buy the 10 Sujama for a small 150 gold. And then sell the 10 Sujama for a small, maybe a small 250. Does feel a little heavy going here, but hey, that got our mercantile to 39. I feel a level coming on soon. So we're going to hit level 2, like, rather quickly. And hopefully I'm going to have enough Sujama that I can easily take out the Dark Brotherhood agent the second he spawns in. Now, of course, having Sujama is a very nice thing to have. And I feel like we could probably stock... We could probably get 8 plates set up as a bit of a base of operation. Try to stockpile as much Sujama as we can in here. And just like have stacks of Sujama that we can take on our adventures. While also keeping as much gold as possible. And as you can see, I'm already looking at Sujamma being sold for as much as the Sujamma is going up. But what I want to do is get this trading exploit done a little more until I can't really afford to buy all the Sujamma anymore. So that way I can start getting some good stacks in. Alright, there we go. And here, 160 Sujamma is pretty good, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell, I'm going to keep a good, we'll see if 60 Sujamma is all I need. We'll try to keep stacks of 60. Ooh, 60 Sujamma is still a good chunk though. Here, we'll sell 30 Sujamma. Or actually, we don't really need to sell that much, do we? I mean, a good 5 is more than enough to sell all. So we'll find the sweet spot real quick. Let's see here. So another 5 Sujamma will drop us down a little bit. We have 16 pounds, so let's see here. 3 units, that's 2 Sujamma there. And then, let's see here. So 10 pounds, that's 21. Okay. Here, if I... So 2 more Sujamma. So 44 Sujamma is how much I can carry while also having 20 repair hammers. But here, we're going to drop a save here. I am going to get a bed. But of course, we have all sorts of free beds around here, but something fun about having the tower sign is if you really don't want to join any of the main factions, you can get a bed for free. Because a lot of these beds up here... Okay, that's the storage room. That's embarrassing. Hang on, do we not have beds? Since when does 8-Play not have beds?
Make it quick.
You have beds. You say you have beds.
Outlander, I haven't much time.
Where are your beds? Are they in the basement? Oh my god, that's actually embarrassing. Well, anyways, we can wait 24 hours. That'll restock inventory and stuff, or restock gold at least. Here, if I wait another 2 hours, that should pass the margin. Enough to give us back our ability. So this room should be free now. So we'll rest up for an hour. Get our first level in us. And yikes, look at that. Definitely taking luck. Looks like willpower and strength have definitely gone up a good bit. We're definitely going to need strength, because we need to carry as much Sujamma as we can. Also having a good base strength in general is pretty good. So that already increases our base Sujamma carry limit. And really that's basically going to be our measure of power, is our base Sujamma carry limit. How much Sujamma we can take to any main area. Now, of course, this does mean that we're going to have to slow walk and basically act as a tank for most of this game, but you can also train up sneak in a
What do you want?
number of ways.
What do you want?
Now, of course, I should be able to get Sujamma for free, basically. All I have to do is buy way too much Sujamma,
Our doors are
get it for a
always
cheap
open.
price, and then, of course, sell a bunch of it back. So, here, we're going to buy a ridiculous 67 Sujama. Nice. Buy for 1,000 gold. We're going to sell. We're gonna keep a good bit. So let's see here. If we keep. Here, that's keeping 20. We'll take back. I gotta bring the dog in real quick, so give me a minute. Alright, never. Whoops. Let's see here. So, I already know that's 40 is a good chunk. But of course we can carry a good amount, so here, if we carry a good 50. 50 is just barely cutting it, it looks like. So yeah, 50 Sujama. Now, of course, we can go upwards to there. Probably get all of our gold back. So yeah, we can buy... There we go.
What was that?
So 50 Sujama is more than enough for our setup, so now I'm going to drop a save here, and we're going to get stacks of 50, and we're just going to essentially place them in our setup. So let's see here. We keep this bed, right? Like, yeah, this bedroom, we're going to keep this in as our main hideout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this stuff right here, and I'm actually going to go put it in the storage room. The storeroom, because, you know, that should actually be a good place to put them. Get them nice and out of the way. I mean, it's not like I'm actually going to steal from this place. I guess anymore. I mean, I broke into the bed and I decided to hang out, so I've already taken, but like, I'm not gonna keep a bunch of stuff stolen, you know, like, only borrow it a little. So yeah, this table, this is going to be our extra Sujama storage. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop save. Now, of course, a lot of this stuff might get put into a sack. If that happens, that would suck. But I should be able to have stacks of 50. And I mean, we can just pick that up right away, so that should be good just to have a nice area for our Sujama. And I know you need a lot of stacks of items in order for it to actually matter. So here, I'm just going to get even more. I'm guessing if I buy 150, then that should be enough for me to buy it for a ridiculous margin, and then sell it for a ridiculous enough margin. Because then I can just buy 100, or I can sell 100 back for the same amount I just bought it for. And have it seem like an amazing deal. Yeah. And of course, every time I do this, it also significantly increases the amount of Sujama that's actually in stock, and also trains my mercantile, leveling me up even further. So yeah, we're just going to get some Sujama stockpiled here in the 8 plates, just so we have a Sujama room set up, you know?
Speak, traveler.
And this is definitely a very cheesy exploit. But, you know what? I feel like this would play into the role of how Big Head as a character works. Because he is mad enough that he would eat people in one bite after getting drunk. So yeah. Sell for that amount. There we go.
Tell your friends about this place.
And yeah, I'm going to just get this table filled up real quick.
Speak, traveler.
And I mean, I can just do this pretty efficiently, actually. I mean, it only goes up by 100, and I mean, I could really double this up as much as I want.
Tell your friends about this place.
That would just become really crazy really quickly. And I mean, it's already really crazy really quickly, but like, this should work. Let's see if that's cutting it any closer. You know, it does feel like these prices are getting a bit more skewed, and they seem to vary from time to time. But I'm able to make it slide. Of course, my rent-free room here is getting rather full. I mean, look at that. That's already 200 Sujamma right there. On one table.
Speak, traveler.
And really, 200 Sujamma, that's like, what, 5,000 strength? Like, that's already enough to one-shot the final boss in the game, I think. Like, this exploit gets crazy quick. Now, of course, another fun part of this exploit is once I grab a Scroll of Windwalk, I can actually take it back here, grab part of my emergency Sujamma stash. That's basically what I'm getting set up here, is an emergency Sujamma stash. And really, this should be enough just to clear just about every dungeon, really. Because, I mean, if I carry a full 50, I should be able to drink maybe like 10, and then I could easily kill like 1 or 2 people, and then repair my fork, and then go out and kill some more after drinking even more, because like, just 10 by itself is already 500 strength, on top of the strength I already have.
What do you want?
Alright. But here, I'm not gonna do this for too long, I guess. I'm only going to do this until the table is full, or till I feel like I've wasted enough time. I mean, we've only been at this for an hour already, and I mean, we should be getting good enough for the first dungeon. I mean, this is definitely enough Sujamma for the first dungeon. At least the first few quests, maybe.
I haven't much time.
Should last us a good bit.
Tell your friends
Alright.
about this place.
Hey, don't grumble at me. That's rude. Is it because I'm a shirtless lizard?
What do you want?
Our doors are always open.
And of course, this Sujama merchant is already becoming a bit of a hassle to trade with simply because of how far I have to scroll just to get a reasonable amount of Sujama. And not a ridiculous amount of Sujama. At least an affordable amount of Sujama. I mean, we should be getting close to filling this table up a good bit. Like, I mean, it's not a very large table, but I can definitely fit a lot of Sujama on it. I mean, look at this. I already have, so that's 200. So this here's already 400 Sujama on one table. Honestly, I'm impressed with whatever, like, I feel like I need whatever kind of table this thing is in my own room. Like, this is a solid table if it can hold this much weight. Like, that's a very powerful table. I can't even carry all that. Maybe the Sujama's getting absorbed into the wood and making it stronger. And we're already looking at thousands of Sujama in this vendor's inventory.
Our
Speak,
doors
traveler.
are always open.
And the fact that I'm getting no gold loss from this either is actually kind of crazy. I should definitely train up my armor, though, a good bit more. I guess we'll train it as we go, because we'll be using our short blade a lot, wouldn't we? And of course, the short blade breaks pretty easily. Hence why we need armor. And like 20 repair hammers on us almost at any given time. Enough carry weight for repair hammers and Sujama. What more does a lizard folk need? Alright. I mean, that's already 44 or 44 mercantile. Like, our buying and selling is getting insane. We need to start leveling up speechcraft. I mean, it's only a measly 35. Yeah, I mean, this table should be started. I should be getting ready to start filling up center parts of this table now.
Speak, traveler.
I think two Dunmer just said "speak traveler" to me at the same time. That's crazy. Yeah, but we're getting us some good Sujama, some good liquor from the liquor store. You need good liquor from the good liquor store. Only way you can get good liquor from the good liquor store. Otherwise, you wouldn't know Jack Daniels.
Have a look.
Anyways. Alright, starting to fill up some more of the central side. And I mean, this table is about to be basically smack full of Sujama.
Quickly, Outlander.
Tell your
Quickly,
friends about
Outlander.
that
I
place.
haven't much time.
Yes, I understand you don't have much time, but I still need to keep buying Sujama. You understand, I need to buy Sujama. $2019. That was a good year. Yeah. I mean, we're getting pretty good here, I'd say. I mean, our collection's starting to come along.
Speak, traveler. Speak, traveler.
Yeah. Oh. There we go. $45 mercantile, not bad at all. $2007. Another good year.
Our doors are always open.
Alright. Now, of course, we need to fill in these 3 slots.
Speak, traveler.
Now, some people may look at this stream and say what I'm doing is complete overkill. And I'd say they're absolutely right.
Please, have a look around.
So, yeah. Here, I'll fill in this slot first. I mean, we already got a good bit, Sujama, don't we? Like, that's 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 Sujama, not bad.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
700 Sujama is no joke. I mean, getting them in nice, neat stacks like this is definitely very handy.
Our doors are always open.
Yeah, sure your doors are open. especially your indoors. Anyways. Hate when it goes too far and she don't want to pay it. Or she don't want to accept the payment. Guess she is starting to get smart, huh? Starting to realize I'm trying to pull a fast one under her. Not smart enough, though. I just pulled a fast one on her again. Keep getting that nice 2601. That's a good Drake count right there for getting Sujamma.
What do you want?
I mean, all this power feels like I'm assembling the Dragon Balls. Mighty Shenron, hear my wish. And of course, she's almost getting to 2,000 Sujamma in her inventory. Like, yeah, this duplicate restock is actually kind of crazy. You know, it's funny, I've seen on the UESP that Morrowind doesn't have a duplication glitch of any kind. I call BS. This is one hell of a duplication glitch right here. All you need to have is all the money.
What was that?
And I mean, with Mercantile Loop, you can just keep trading. Keep acquiring. Alright, now I need to fill in this setup. Looks like I still got some Sujamma I need to grow up with.
But make it quick.
Well, this table is almost full now. Like it's halfway there. Placing Sujamma on a square. It's a circle, but still. All these circles make a circle. I wonder how mercantile XP is calculated. Tell you what, we're at 50% on 46 here. Let's see how much XP we gain just from this next little trade loop. So let's see here. I'm going to put the Sujamma. Here, I'm going to put some Sujamma right here. Alright, time to fill in that table the rest of the way. And of course, time to track and see how much more than 50 we go from this next loop. So, we're of course going to buy 150 Sujamma for a cheap price, and then sell it for the same price. Or sell 100 for the same price. So we keep 50 for free. So there, we sold it for 1949. We're gonna sell 100 for 1949. The mercantile was at 50, now it's at 88. Or at least for the next experience gain. So we just achieved 38 experience just from that one little loop, that one little round. That is insane. Like, you get a lot of experience doing this exploit. I guess you are handling a lot of money in turn, but considering what you're getting in return for, like you're literally losing nothing. This is just free training. This is just free levels and free personality gains. There we go, 47 in mercantile.
Please, have a look around.
I guess the only real
I will listen.
balance behind this
Make it quick.
is we only get however much Sujamma we can carry on us to wherever. And then once we expend it, we have to go back to grab more. But, you know, we should be leveling up a good chunk as well. I mean, I could definitely get some more armor XP and maybe get my strength up there some more as well. I mean, we're getting close to another level up as well already, so may as well.
Tell your friends about this place.
Because let's see here, we're at level 7 out of 10. Or, we got 7 points out of 10 for our next level up. Yeah, I mean, we should be able to just, trade loop hammers or whatever to get all that we need for our next, level up to be 5, plus 5 strength. I mean, we should have enough Sujamma here soon, like, we're definitely getting close to it.
Speak, traveler.
Close to a level up and close to a full table of Sujamma at least. I mean, we're already breaking 2,000 Sujamma in this poor vendor's inventory. She probably can't move an inch now. Because I think this is actually in her inventory. So, like, she's actually carrying it. So she's probably locked in place now, unable to move from this awkward, not even behind the bar position.
Please,
Forced
have a
to
look
sell
around.
Sujamma to... Oh,
Speak,
yeah, I need
traveler.
to sell back this. I completely forgot about the encumbrance thing. Forced to sell Sujamma to a mad lizard for all of eternity. Now that's madness for you. At its finest. The kind of madness that would get Sheogorath on the ground laughing, kicking and screaming.
I will listen.
But yeah, we about have a full table of Sujamma. Guess soon we can counter Sujamma and see what kind of Sujamma we got for the road and whatnot. And then I guess hit another level and we can try and take on the first dungeon to see how easily we wipe all the enemies out. And how much we need to repair our stuff and repair our fork or whatnot. Yeah, these prices are definitely fluctuating a good bit. I don't know what the math is on what the base price is supposed to be. Like before you start haggling. Let's see here. I guess I could get another Sujama here and then set another row and then another 2 here.
Please,
Go ahead.
have a look around.
So yeah, we should definitely have enough Sujama for about the rest of this region. And I'm pretty sure each region does have a Sujama trader, so we should be able to easily just get traders set up. And I guess I should start using more mercantile exploits, I know.
I can tell.
I mean, I'm already using a pretty massive mercantile exploit here just to get infinite Sujama. And just stockpile it. I have a brother who loves RPGs like this, and I wonder if he would be proud of my Sujama stash and how I got it set up. I mean, yeah, that takes a while just to get 150. I may actually be glad to retire the Sujama trader soon, because, like, that's a lot of Sujama in our inventory. I don't think there's any way to get it out of her inventory. She's just gonna have that much Sujama for all of eternity.
Speak,
Because every time you buy it out, she restocks instantly. Of course, it is meant to be a way that you can infinitely buy more and more as long as you have the gold for it, but like, if you do it this way and sell the stuff back and then buy it again, like, it is just gonna keep stocking it up, you know? And I know I'm not really helping that by just constantly doing this exploit, but like, but I mean, hey, it's a neat little thing. Like, look at that, 2,600 Sujama already. Good lord. Like, she definitely has all the Sujama she could need. If she drank that all, she could probably one-shot the sun.
What do you want?
She could probably one-shot Lorkhan himself if he was still kicking. She could probably hit Sheogorath and not get sent to, well, Death Mountain, but probably still would. Who knows? I could probably just one-shot Vivek if I need to. Just with all this Sujama. Though honestly, I'm not going to take the back path. I'm going to actually try to run the base game just to see how far I can actually get with the Fork of Horripilation, using Sujama as a good backup. Thanks. From my previous run of this challenge, I do have a good idea on how I could take on Snowy Granius. I may incorporate that in either next stream or... yeah, probably next stream, because I mean... doing this here is taking up a good bit of time. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. So I guess we should be wrapping up soon, huh? And yeah, I think I'm not going to pull that exploit. I'm not going to do that trick. I mean... Ooh, we got one more position. So I'm only going to do 2 more trade loops to get the last Sujama here, then the last Sujama in my inventory, and I'm going to count how much
Quickly,
Sujama I have
haven't much
on the
time.
table.
Have a look around.
Holy shit. Look at that. Like, I'm almost all the way up to 3,000 Sujama in this person's inventory. I mean, you could do this exploit indefinitely with any merchant that can infinitely restock and get all the gold you need. In fact, you could infinitely farm gold in any town just doing this kind of shenanigan here. In fact, I might even do this exploit for the rest of here in Balmora just to get as much gold as I can and try to get Big Head secured with a decent supply of everything. Because I may get some good enchanted items as well. I might even enchant my pants. Yeah. So here, let me go ahead and throw this on the table. Now to grab the Sujama for the road.
I haven't much time.
So yeah, she's about to have just shy of 3,000 Sujama in her stock. That's going to be crazy. That's just crazy, honestly. I mean, look how long it's taking me just to get 150 Sujama. Like, look at how small of a space that is between the far left and 150 Sujama. That's ridiculous. Like, you would think 150 Sujama is a lot. No. This game can handle more. Alright. Now, let's see what my Sujama supply is like. And I'm going to drop a save here as well, because this is a lot of Sujama. I mean, look at how in that save feature you see an empty table. We're almost level 3 now. I mean, we only need one more thing of mercantile here. And let's see here. We have a grand total of... So, starting from here, actually. So, we got 200... 300, so 3, 4, 5, or hang on, I lost count again. Here, if I stand on top of this Sujama, good lord, that's crazy. Okay, so looking up to down, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 140 Sujama in this room, counting the stack I have on my person right now. And of course, the battery on my controller is getting low, and I mean, I just saved with this massive stash of Sujama. Like, I think we're getting set up pretty good. I mean, we haven't really done a lot with the fork yet. But, we're definitely set up pretty well for next time, and next time we'll definitely make good use of the Sujama in our quests and our endeavors. We're going to get, in our next stream, we're going to start off by getting a little bit of grinding done. We're going to go ahead and try to get some more gold in us. Get our repair skill up so that way we can get more strength. Our personality is definitely going to shoot through the roof from that. And I mean, we already got a pretty good chance to cast our 2 restoration spells already as is, so that's pretty nice. But I do believe that's going to be a good place to wrap this stream up for now. I mean, like, we definitely have a good bit here. I mean, yeah, I already dropped a save. This is a pretty good base of operations to have. And of course, I could always just open the door again if I lose touch. If I lose the lock, the unlock condition. But yeah, that's going to be it for the rest of the stream. I hope y'all VOD viewers enjoyed. I hope anyone sitting around enjoyed. On the Twitch side, we're going to go find someone to go raid, so stick around. We're going to go do that now. But yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed. This has been your bro Frostbrew, and I think I'm going to catch you on the next one. Later!